Mr. Thomas Jacobs, the IFC Country Manager Pacific, Ms. Judith Green, IFC Country Manager Caribbean, His Excellency John Feeks, Australian High Commissioner to Fiji, Governor of Reserve Bank of Fiji, representatives of the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Mr. Deva De Silva, IFC Resident Representatives, Fiji, Permanent Secretaries, CEOs, representatives of the Market Development Facility, tourism and cruise industry stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome and thank all our distinguished partners and guests for your participation. The statement that tourism is paving the way for the Fijian economy is irrefutable, as you have just heard. And we heard the benefits tourism brings to the community and to the economy through both speakers. On several occasions, we have spoken on how the Fijian tourism industry has contributed significantly to positioning the economy to where it is today. However, it is equally important to recognize that there is still so much more we can do and achieve. So many more jobs can be created, as well as so much more income generated for Fijians. This is why we're here today, to acknowledge the contribution of Fiji's cruise industry and determine what more can we do collectively to realize our full potential. Ladies and gentlemen, to guide the industry forward, our national sectoral plan, the Fijian Tourism 2021, sets the overarching policy agenda for the sustainable development of the sector. FT 2021 is especially designed to maximize tourism yield while achieving a sustainable flow of visitors. Therefore, increasing the value of tourism to 2.2 billion by 2021 forms the foundation of the plan, a target that we want to achieve, and we are almost near that figure. Ladies and gentlemen, for 3 years now, under the umbrella of the Fiji Partnership, supported by the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, we've been working with IFC on a number of trade, industry, and tourism-related areas. From the tourism side, we have partnered with IFC in delivering some of the strategies outlined or contained under the FT 2021. And the two were, of course, the hydrographic charts and as well as the economic impact assessment of our cruise industry. One key strategy, as you know, and we have heard about it, is the cruise tourism. We have to understand the potential benefits this industry is bringing to us. The assessment of the economic impact of cruise tourism in Fiji provides key recommendations for the public and private sector to understand the cruise market better and take the sector forward. It helps to determine ways to continue adding value by diversifying our tourism products and services over a wider spectrum with specific focus on port destinations that are still lagging behind. It will also assist in improving the overall cruise experience, ensuring cruise visitors spend more onshore and with local service providers. With the successful conclusion of this study, we now know what the current economic benefits are, what it could be, and how to get there. As Mr. Jacob rightfully stated, the 7 investment opportunities, if implemented, can add a lot of value to our Fijian economy. Ladies and gentlemen, so where do we go from here? Over the last few decades, global demand for cruising has presented some significant benefits as well as its fair share of challenges. For Fiji in 2018, we received a record 187,890 cruise passengers, which was approximately 2% increase compared to 2017. In terms of the earnings from cruise passengers, Fiji noted a record 111.3 million in 2018 as compared to 10.4 million in 2017, which is 9.4% increase in terms of their spending. The number of cruise vessels we have seen has also been increasing year by year. Depending upon the size of the vessel, between 500 to 3,000 tourists, along with as many as 1,000 crew members disembark at the multi-purpose ports of entry in Suva and Lautoka each time a cruise vessel calls. Ladies and gentlemen, as the minister responsible for tourism, I get to travel a lot around the country, by sea, by road, by air, day or night. And I get the opportunity to see the beautiful parts of Fiji, the good areas which tourists really don't know. Perhaps we have not been promoting the way we should have been promoting. So this is the challenge that I want to put across to the municipal councils, because at the end of the day, the tourists come to cities and towns. And if we're not going to really work on our tourism products, if we're not going to market these products, the tourists will never know. And I do not wish to disappoint some of these tourists who go to cities and towns really not knowing what to do here. So that's the level of marketing that we need to do to sell the products that we have in every city and town. And I really want to work with MDF in this particular area to develop some of these products. So ladies and gentlemen, as you will note from the study, the private sector is the bigger beneficiary, and they're receiving an estimated 70% of the revenue from cruise tourism, with the Fijian government getting around 28%. The study also reveals a strong correlation between the cruise passenger satisfaction and the spending. The more satisfied passengers are with the variety of things to see, do, and purchase, the longer they stay onshore and the more they spend. As I mentioned, municipalities, they got to play a very important role if we want to promote tourism. It's my personal experience, and I will not hesitate to say this, that when it comes to marketing, we are very good. We've got a number of agencies who are just marketing Fiji. But when it comes to really marketing and producing the flyers, the brochures, the tools that is required to take the tourists to a particular destination in Fiji, we are not doing as much as we should be doing. So I think this is what we need to do. And if we do it well, we'll be able to achieve a better result at the end of the day. For municipal councils, they must put in strategy to attract tourists. And the first thing they need to do is at least ensure the shops and services are open on Sunday and on public holidays. Sometimes when the cruise ships are here on a Sunday, the whole city is dead. There's nothing happening in the towns and cities. Now, we don't want to give this image to the tourists who spend money and they want to come and visit our country. So we got to make sure that our towns and cities are open for business. Ladies and gentlemen, I also like to congratulate the MDF for their support towards the new public-private partnership with Fiji Navy and Kenua Fiji that saw the handover of the hydrographic survey data of Yasawa Irara this morning, and which was mentioned by the High Commissioner of Australia. Another milestone achievement and step towards the right direction for the advancement of the Fijian yacht and cruise tourism industry. We all understand how important hydrographic survey is. Without these charts, we won't be able to achieve a lot. As stated by His Excellency, the new hydrographic chart or map for Yasawa Irara will open up new cruise destinations, which ultimately increases economic activities. I'm happy to say 2 key strategies of FT 2021 geared towards the growth of the cruise yacht industry have now been completed and delivered. but it's just a report. There's so many recommendations that we need to roll out. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I encourage you to go through the study and identify where and how you can contribute as industry stakeholders. You're all important players in Fiji's cruise industry and ultimately have a lot to gain. So share your thoughts and views at the panel discussions later today. We want to hear from you. To the Australian government and IFC representatives, your cooperation under the Fiji Partnership has undoubtedly been a fruitful one, and we turn to you once again to support Fiji in implementing some of the priority investment opportunities. I'm positive our continued partnership can contribute significantly to the development of a broader strategy to facilitate access, enhance quality and efficiency, and improve the destination experience. With those few words, I wish everyone a productive discussion and outcome. Thank you. Vinaka Vakalevu.
Valuable Honourable Minister, I'd like to now invite our honoured guests if they would like to come and take their seats.